This is actually the best I've been feeling all week. This has been a very lousy week. And yeah, and I've struggled to kind of make myself feel good again and productive and, as though I could come back to my usual to my usual things and my usual self. Oh, you can actually see my knees as well. Yeah. It also appears like they are naked, they are not. It's just the skirt that is not visible. But yeah. But yeah, this is the best I've felt in a week for sure. Maybe in a longer time. Also, my voice is so deep, I don't know why. But I kind of wanted, like, it's very interesting because the previous video I was recording just yesterday, and I felt so flat and so lifeless and so, I don't know, just like all the life force drained out of me for like a week, but specifically yesterday and the day before. But I wanted to talk about actually this thing that I've been kind of realizing recently, and about this whole thing, why I'm doing this as well. Because I myself am watching myself in the videos, I myself am watching my progress this year. I myself am kind of observing what the fuck is happening and what is the difference between, for example, the first video and this one, which will be, I think, the 28th one or something. Like it seems that there is no difference. I'm the same person. Like there's not that much time that has passed, let's say 3 months, maybe even less. But I feel like this quote, I think it's like I googled it. It's by Tony Robbins, but it might have been someone else's before him. I don't know. Maybe it's his. That who you become in the process, like who you become, how you change, is actually why you are doing it. And I feel like recently I've been asking myself in the because I have tough days and I have them often. I feel like tough mentally more than physically, but physically as well. Half marathon is one of them, but like basically I do ask myself, why the fuck am I doing what I'm doing? Why the fuck have I done this year? Because globally, in terms of my life, what I've done is I've taken the attention away from the things I was doing and the places where I was directing my attention before. I mean, I was giving a lot of attention to my blog. I was giving a lot of attention to other people's problems. I feel like I was giving a lot of attention of about worrying about other people's shit. I was giving a lot of attention of thoughts about the future, what will happen, will this happen, will that happen? A lot of worried thoughts of the past. Why didn't this work? Why didn't this relationship work? Why like did this person leave? Like why didn't this person want me? Like those things. And but gave a lot of energy to small things, like very mundane tasks, like fill this document and do this form and like send this parcel. And I know that everyone has to do it, but it was consuming me. Like I was constantly running errands, running errands, running errands, like small errands, things that even are not, don't matter. And also I was giving a lot of my attention to social media as well. First of all, to what other people were doing on social media, and second of all to kind of the social media feed. I was at times like really, I think it's a very common thing, just scrolling and scrolling and kind of getting lost in it and then feeling bad. And then also my brain didn't feel good afterwards. And my creative like juices were not, my creative things were kind of stopped by it as well, because I kept getting lost in that shit. But what I was giving my energy to a lot of things. Like I was kind of dispersing it, and that was always a problem for me. I feel like mostly had a lot of energy, but I always dispersed it. Like I literally gave it to anything and everything. Like I took like side jobs and I, helped people there and like gave my energy there and there and there and there and everywhere. And the same podcaster I've been quoting multiple times, Florence Given, is also saying something about it. She's saying like you're opening yourself to being used this way. You will just be used. Your energy will be used. People will use you for their problems and their worries and their complaints, and they will like, like they will make you do shit that they don't want to do, or they just will use whatever you're giving them. Like, if you're giving it willingly, they will take it for granted and they will just use you. And you will also disperse your energy. You will not preserve it for the creativity that you have. You will not preserve it for the projects that you have, for moving forward creatively, because you've already like done 10 errands and then helped two people and then something else and then something else, and then you have nothing left. And I often felt like I was doing stuff all the time, but I had nothing left for myself. Like, nothing. And this year I feel like it's I've just made this decision, which is half conscious and half unconscious, if you can have such a thing. I just made the decision to take my energy away from all those things and pour it into myself. And I do think it's showing. It's starting to show. Because you can see the difference, in the videos. You can see the difference. I can see the difference. And I am not the most perceptive person when it comes to myself. Because I had such a habit of noticing what everyone else is feeling and doing, but such a lack of habit of noticing what the fuck is going on with myself. Sorry, I kind of like treated myself last as the last priority. Like, who the fuck cares what's happening with myself? I'm young, I will be fine. But maybe not. So I took all that energy and I just refused a lot of stuff. I just ignored, refused, ignored, like detached from a lot of things and just poured into myself and into my rest, into my body, into my physical form, into my mood, into what I want, what I love. I just shamelessly poured into it. And I'm continuing to do so. And I'm feeling guilty about it, of course. Of course. Of course I do. And I'm feeling like it's not working sometimes, like it's not moving. I'm not like getting in good physical shape as fast as I want. Like losing, I don't know, weight as fast as I want, even though I didn't really want to lose weight in the first place. It just happened. It keeps happening, it keeps happening. I'm not like cheerful enough, happy enough. I haven't found a partner yet. Like this haven't happened, this hasn't happened. Like this thing that I wanted didn't happen yet. But the thing is, like, the energy changed and like the demeanor changed, and I've also changed, and I'm still in the beginning, I feel like. But sometimes I have to remind myself that like all this energy that I took and that I'm now pouring into myself was a good decision. And even when people say, because they do say to me, why aren't you doing this, why don't you want to talk to me, why um, you're not writing in your blog, it's been a long time, I would like to read something. I do understand why they are saying that, and I do understand what they want from me. I do understand that they lack that energy, that actually there is. This is another thing, by the way. Sorry, I have to check 8 minutes on the clock. But that is another thing, that for almost all my life, I think, all my adult life, I thought my energy is just not that valuable. Meaning, like, it's not that much of a big deal. I can't spend time with people. I can't go to that event I'm not that interested in. I can spend it. I have energy to spend and I can't spend it. And I'm not like, I never saw my energy as my money, kind of. As this thing that is valuable and that is scarce at times, and that is not for free. Like, that I have to choose where I direct it. I have to choose how I direct it and why. Um, shit, I keep like, my voice is like really low. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like, normally, here, you can hear that it's like normally like this, like very, agitated, high up, happy and so on. but like when I'm talking about this, for some reason it keeps like getting lower and lower and lower. Maybe it's not that visible on the video, by the way. But for me it's visible. I can notice it in myself. But so for the longest time I thought my energy was just not valuable, you know. It was just there. I could spend it, I could do whatever. Like I had a lot of time, I always had a lot of things to do, so I never even thought about that topic. Like, energy, what do you mean? Like, I always had time for everyone. Whenever anyone asked me to do something, I kind of like, I very rarely said no. I very rarely refused. I was just kind of up for anything. I always tried to cater to other people and always tried to adapt to what they wanted. And because I had a lot of energy, I never had much of an issue. But then I realized at some point, like very recently actually, that if I want a big goal, if I want a big dream, if I really want to chase something big, if I want to begin, if I want out of the fucking box, then I cannot spend all my energy on things that don't matter to me. I'm not saying that I should just refuse everything, because I also went that route, but I can't I can't like disperse it. I have to focus.